Welcome to another episode of We Stand on Biscuit. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, are the best people on the planet, Anonymous Alex and... It's Anonymous Alex and Jenna. Why are you looking at me like that? You make me... It's We Stand on Business, but it's a biscuit instead because of the movie.
I gotcha.
What?
Yeah, he's so Gen Z now.
I still don't even know what it means. Today is an extra special episode because we have a guest with us. And the guest is the amazing Artificer. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. My voice got really high right there. I'm sorry. I'm great. Hi, I'm Artificer. I'm the _Artificer on all the socials. Yeah.
Deep voice.
Deep voice. Get my manly voice. Y'all not gonna know my gender by the end of this.
Art is joining us to watch Seabiscuit. That's a weird way to say that since we already did it. Art has joined us to watch Seabiscuit. Had y'all ever seen... Who here has seen Seabiscuit before?
I'd never seen it.
Oh, I was just about to say I almost raised my hand and then Alex raised her hand and it's an audio format, Alex.
Shit, not again. Normally when I raise my hand, people call on me, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex.
Yeah, I have seen Seabiscuit before.
Sweet.
Okay. And you had also, Jenna?
Yes.
Okay, but not you, Art.
No.
Okay, yeah, me either. I'd never seen... I'd made a ton of Seabiscuit jokes in my life, being on a Horse Girls podcast. Never seen the movie. Never seen.
Well, we've remedied that now.
Yep.
We've righted a lot of wrongs. I'm so proud of us.
We couldn't have done it without you.
So, before I start making more Seabiscuit goofs, why don't you tell us what happened in Seabiscuit?
Oh, shit. So much. So much happened, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of stopped midway through, because it just... things kept happening, and there were so many catastrophes. Okay, so I'm gonna read just what I have. I guess, okay, so I wrote this being like, oh, I don't want to give away the ending, but, like, we're gonna talk about it. And it also is, like, a 20-year-old movie, and it happened 100 years ago. So I think, like, spoilers at this point are null and void. Here's my recap, and Tim said I could be as unhinged as I wanted to, so this is his fault. So, when watching movies, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Surprisingly, Seabiscuit is both of these things, good and long, which is something I'm not used to. The story is about America's favorite pastime, betting on things that turn left at high speeds. In this case, horse racing. We begin on the turn of the century with a bunch of rich folks doing rich folk shit, like making cars and quoting poetry, which is what I guess people did before podcasts. Suddenly, the Great Depression. The rich folks can't do all the rich folk stuff, and they end up giving their kid to a guy with horses. The kid is named Red. I'm pretty sure they said his name at some point, but he's a ginger with temper, so he was destined to be called Red. We follow 3 cishet white men, one played by the Big Lebowski, who seems to own Buick, Red, and a mysterious horse whisperer. I finally figured out his name was Tom. Buick Man wanders into the woods to have a clandestine conversation with Tom, who then becomes his horse trainer. Tom then forms what I can only describe as a psychic connection with the runt of a horse one foggy morning. The horse is named Seabiscuit, the titular character. Biscuit, like snapping and eating, I most identify with this character. Instead of letting him be, the Buick Man and Tom make him a champion racehorse, with Red riding him. No one expected Biscuit to be a champion. It's a real underdog story, real underhorse story. The horses all turn left a lot, very quickly. They do seem to turn left in really specific ways, which is kind of neat. I personally only run if my life depends on it, which it never has. This movie has everyone. Spiderman, the dude, Frank from Shameless, JD's baby mama from Scrubs, and what seems like all of America root for Biscuit to win against all odds. So that's my little recap.
It was perfect in every way.
That was
Yeah.
goddamn fantastic. And
Great news. You're gonna be doing this forever now.
you have to come back every episode. Oh no, oh no.
Oh no, I would hate that so much.
What you're gonna hate is the amount of Saddle Club books that you're gonna end up owning.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Honestly.
I was talking to Brandon, and I was just like, I'm so glad they didn't make me read a book. I don't have that kind of attention span anymore. It sounds lovely, but I just can't.
Can I tell you that I really like this movie?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I
You
like
can
legitimately
tell us
like
that.
I really like this movie a lot.
Yeah.
It was shot very well, and it had this like. All right, I know this is gonna sound stupid and corny, and I don't care. It had this like timeless quality to it, where like you could have told me that movie was made like in any time period, and I would have believed. I know that like anytime there's a historical movie, the movies do a real good job of glazing over whatever problems. You know, they talked about the Depression. I don't know if they really explained how bad it was. I mean, I think they just said, "Hey, it was bad," but like. I don't know. I really like the movie a lot.
I mean, they did show the part where somebody sold their child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't sell him,
Oh, they super
right?
did.
It wasn't a
They
cash
didn't give him away
transaction
for free.
I thought it was like, here, you can go learn.
That's
For
how they
money.
framed it, so that the son wouldn't hate them forever, I think.
Oh. So that the simpler folk that watch movies like me would not get the what actually happened.
I mean, that was a pretty common practice during the Great Depression, was
Yeah.
selling your kids.
That's awful.
Yeah, there's actually a very famous photograph of a mother like hiding her face in shame with like kids for sale, children
Oh,
for sale.
jeez.
Yeah.
Whenever I see that, I always wonder who's buying these kids.
Oh, I don't.
Factories probably.
Well, I gotta assume, okay, based on my experience, guys that own car manufacturers and want to race horses.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
seems like it.
That is 100% of
That's
the
your
scenario.
experience?
You said
Yes.
that with such a straight face, as though you were about to lay some truth on us.
Him's like, I was bought by a car manufacturer and a guy who raced horses. So,
Yeah.
They were the same guy, and he abides.
I just during your recap figured out where I knew that dude from. He's the dude.
He's in like every
That's the
movie ever.
yeah, that's the only movie that you knew him from.
I know, right?
Yeah. I didn't well, I would have known
You've
him
seen
from
two
Seabiscuit.
movies. That you've seen two movies. So,
He was in Iron Man. Have you not seen Iron
I've never
Man?
seen Iron
Oh
Man.
yeah, he was like
no, of course she hasn't.
he was kind of a dick in Iron Man.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
terrible.
think he's been a dick in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He is really good at playing a dick. I also know him
Yeah.
from Tron. Spoilers, he's a dick.
I get him. There's like three guys that just all run together for me. And it's him and the president from Independence Day. And the blonde guy from Dumb and Dumber. They all like... I know that guy like actually has a brother who's an actor. Like the dude.
What's that
But
got to do
for
with
whatever
anything?
reason, he's not... I don't confuse him with his own brother. I confuse him with these other two guys. For some reason.
Okay, it just seemed like a non sequitur when you're like, I get this guy confused. He has a brother, but I
Yeah.
do get him confused.
I
still.
don't get him confused with Beau Bridges, but
Yeah, nope, don't get him confused with Beau
Um,
Bridges. But Jeff Daniels and Bill Pullman?
oh,
Absolutely.
You get him confused with Bill Pullman of all people.
Absolutely.
Bill Pullman.
Absolutely.
No.
And then I think there was another guy in Marvel movies who I also get him confused with because I thought it was the same guy playing a different
Sabretooth. I get it.
Jeff Daniels. Not Jeff Daniels, damn it, I did it. Jeff Bridges. And
Jeff
Sabretooth.
Daniels and Jeff Bridges.
Did you see True Grit?
Yeah.
That he's a really good actor.
He's so
He
good.
is. I forget about him a lot, I'm gonna be honest. Every time I
Yeah.
see him, I'm like, oh, he's so good. And then immediately
Yeah.
out of my brain. Like, he was really good in this.
Yeah, he's really good in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're right. He does sort of like
It's
fly
like
under
the
the
silence just as soon as he leaves my eyesight. It's like, who is he?
Yes. I have no Jeff Bridges permanence. That's why I get him confused with it. It's generic white dude. That's what it is.
Man.
I was
suffers
gonna
from
let you
generic-
say it.
Yeah, because
But
I
he's
also
just
suffer
in
from this.
so many things that are so good that, like, I don't know.
What was the TV show Newsroom? Was that the TV show? Was that him that was in TV? Or was that the other guy? Was that the Jeff Daniels guy?
I think that was the other guy.
Damn it. See, it's all running together again.
Yeah. Look, that's why I wrote all of their characters, because, like, I could not with their names. I finally got Tobey Maguire, but I was just like, what's Spiderman doing here?
Good old Tobias Macguias.
They said his regular name at one point. I think it was just like John or something.
It's John, yeah.
Yeah. They just said his regular name, and I was like, who the hell's John? Oh, shit, no, that's...
Yeah, I was like, I knew his mom said his name, but he was so happy with, you can call me Red, that I was like, that's it. That's the only thing I can remember now.
Also, I really think of Tobey Maguire as being a nerdy kid. Like, every time I see him in anything, he's a nerdy kid.
Well, yeah,
right?
he was a fucking nerd in this, too. Did you see how many books he had?
Yeah.
So many.
But, like...
so many books.
He played a Marvel superhero and a kid that fights a lot, like
He
played
a Marvel superhero who was a fucking nerd.
Yeah, but still superhero, right?
What a fucking nerd.
Still fought people.
Nerd first.
And then, like, but like in this thing, he's like boxing and stuff, and I was like, really? Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Like, maybe I've misjudged.
You mean
the
the kid from Pleasantville?
Yeah, that's the Tobey Maguire that I remember.
Yeah.
I did appreciate the one scene where he was required, and like, because you could, like, you know, they were cutting away to like real like riders a lot of the time, but the one scene where he was rehabbing his leg and Seabiscuit's leg, and he went cantering around the little track, and they kept having to do the shots of him, and he was clearly on like the most kind horse that kind of still looks Seabiscuity enough that if you cut off from like the eyes up, it's still, you could kind of do it. But there's one scene where he's coming around the turn directly at the camera, and you can see the veins in his neck from where he is clutching the reins and so tight and so nervous, and then he goes, yeah, like turns to the camera and then immediately turns back, and you can tell he goes right back into like, I'm trying not to collapse on this horse, I'm so scared. And it was the best.
I have lived that moment, like in person, like you all saw that moment.
Oh my god.
Actually, like the clutching of the saddle was more than a moment, but that one just takeoff that horse took without telling me first, at which point I thought I was going to die.
You did so good. I know it probably felt like it lasted for an hour, but it was like 2 seconds.
Was it Canyon? I can't think of the horse's name right now.
Canyon.
Oh, okay. All right. I was having a moment there.
Flashback.
Yeah, that was terrifying. And I promise you, like, I know, I'll tell you, Art, that if I were to see the video, I know I'm moving at, like, I don't know, roughly 4 miles an hour. Like, that horse is probably
doing
doing
a fast
nothing
4 miles an hour.
Oh, God, it was terrifying.
It was
like,
but
God.
it was like 4 miles an hour from a dead stop.
Yeah, I was going to die. It was awful.
How fast do horses go?
Up to thoroughbreds can get just over 40 miles an hour. So, like, I think the top speed is like 45 miles an hour clocked.
No, thank you. That's terrifying.
It's scary. Yeah, it's horrible. I've never been 45, and I don't even know what that's like. I think I was doing, like I said, 4.
It's so
I
much
can only
fun.
imagine.
It's so much fun.
I couldn't help but look at every time
That
they
was
had
pretty
one of
fast.
those shots of the races, how the jockeys were absolutely doing everything they could to hide their faces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of butt shots. Really appreciate
Yeah.
that, actually. How did you guys feel about the like little PowerPoint scenes that happened in the transitions?
The wipes.
Yeah.
I to be honest, I would appreciate life a whole lot more if somebody gave me like sort of like PowerPoints of like to catch me up on what's going outside in the world.
So the past 4 years.
Yeah. It's like just I wake up and there's the voiceover guy of a PowerPoint just saying it's bad outside, don't go. Thanks.
I definitely felt like
Thanks,
there would
bud.
probably be a better way to tell me what's going on and terrible things that are happening in the world. Like just in the movie
Yeah.
Yes.
without showing me a PowerPoint.
Oh, you know what though? You could have kept the PowerPoint, and if it had been Peter Falk who read it,
Okay.
as if we were in The Princess Bride, like this is the book he read right after
Yeah.
The Princess Bride was Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely been here for it.
It just felt very disjointed with like how gorgeous the cinematography was for like the live action shots. And as much as I appreciate like seeing the actual photos from the time period, I was like, this just feels like, shoot, we gotta transition these two moments, and this is what we got.
But the parts that weren't a PowerPoint were really wonderful.
They were awesome.
And like I said, you could have told me that movie was made in like the 80s or now, and I would have bought either one. I hadn't seen such an epic movie in a while in terms of the way it.
What about that one? Okay, you can totally cut this one out.
Nope.
I still keep flashing back to the scene of Tobey Maguire with the prostitute. And never have I ever seen a man stare at titties and look so bored.
So bored, right?
He couldn't see them.
Like anyone, I've never seen anyone.
Just see the right one.
He is blind.
He has another eye.
That was the part that I didn't get.
That one.
He was like, because like if it had been me, well, I'm not gonna say if it had been me. If it had been another guy, somebody unrelated to me, I would have done
a single man,
titties, no titties, Yeah, I was like, just turn your head, bud. They're there.
Is that really what they were trying to say?
Yeah, that's what they were trying to say.
Hey,
like,
I've seen
he
this
is
movie
so blind he
13
can't see boobs
times.
right now.
Never once did I pick up on that.
I love that. There's the scene where he's walking out, walks into a table, and you're like, "Oh, they're trying to explain that he's blind." Never would I have thought he can't see the titties. Must be blind. They're like, how do we feature the female gaze? How do we feature the male gaze?
I thought it was like he was just like zoning out or something.
Yeah.
The other weird part that I got was, and maybe I just was weird watching the movie, but like when he looked, instead of being like blacked out on the left side and then can see on the right side, it was more of like a horizontal thing, like he could see the top but not the bottom. And I was like, I don't get that. Is he sideways right now? I don't understand what's happening.
Turned.
He's only blind at the top half of his eyeballs.
Yeah.
He's doing the dog thing where he's just like,
Was it during the race that you're talking about this shot?
No, the titties.
Oh, never mind. I was like, if it's during the race, I could see him being like, because you have to like duck under your arm to look behind you. And I could see that being like upside down, sideways, side up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see that. But no, there was
titties
for
titties,
right in front of him. So there wasn't any like ducking. She was pretty in his face.
She was so polite about her time frame too. Like I would have been so much harsher in that moment. I would have been the meanest prostitute.
So we gotta do it now. Get it up.
Let's go. Come on.
You got 3 minutes, buddy, then I'm walking the fuck out of here.
The meanest prostitute. That's gonna be on your trading card.
Yeah.
I think.
That's the name of my autobiography. It's really a red herring. I've never been a prostitute, but maybe part two.
Kind of mean.
There's still time. There's still time.
Why limit myself? My job options wide open.
Exactly.
Just like your legs.
That's the business card. It's my new resume that I'm going to be handing out to people, and that's the tagline.
My schedule's wide open, and so am I. This is not Seabiscuit.
It's not. That's okay.
They went on for 30 minutes about this prostitute scene that lasted like 3 minutes. I don't get it.
I've been thinking about it all day. And how bored he looked. Like, I would just perish if a man looked at me like that. That's really the take. It was that. I know that long paragraph that I wrote. It's not that. That's not the takeaway anymore.
All right, Alex, you know the story of Seabiscuit better than anybody.
That's a bold statement, but okay.
You're the
anyone in
number
the
one
whole world.
Yeah, number one Seabiscuit historian.
Yeah.
Was there anything that was like factually wrong that just stood out with you?
God, I'm positive there was. So I again haven't looked into this, but I have a long time ago. I didn't look into it for today, so these are all just kind of like probably wrong. But I believe they like combined a few races and then they absolutely like sensationalized a few other races. Like I don't think that's how any of this happened. Like any of it. And he certainly, I don't think, won by that many lengths in front of what's his face, War Admiral or whatever. like, I know they had to like slingshot him in the thing, but I don't think he like, I think they put him like more than like fucking Secretariat's big win view in front of him. I don't think it was quite that intense.
It was 4 lengths though. So it was quite intense.
Like, that's intense for horse racing, but like I feel like if you're not like, they visually explained it what 4 lengths means for a victory in horse racing. He was like 18 lengths ahead of him in the shot.
That's true. Well, they had to make people who don't know go,
it's
wow.
a great explainer. Yeah, but it's certainly...
Yeah, I was like, man, he's so far ahead. Look at him go.
Was War Admiral that much bigger?
Yeah, he was fucking incredible.
He was like 18 fucking hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you go to the Kentucky Horse Park, I think there's a statue of him somewhere. It's either stride length or statue. But like, yeah, he was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the other thing is they kind of like skirted past it a little bit, but like talking about like the jockeys and like what they went through to keep their bodies fit, like when you're 5 feet tall, you're still before a race. If you're like 2 pounds over on the scale, you're running around the track with a horse blanket on, trying to puke and all that stuff. And they kind of like scooch it in there, but like he absolutely was bulimic, anorexic, doing all sorts of horrible shit to his body just to try and stay in that weight. Like that's a whole other like side quest they didn't even go on. They're like, we're just gonna kind of mention it, and then like,
especially being like 5'6".
Yeah,
Was he really that tall?
Yeah,
Like, I know that's pretty big for a jockey, but I didn't know if that part was true or not.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
What about the injuries? Did they both have, as far as you know?
I mean, yeah, that's as far as I know, but like, also, I wouldn't, if I were the attending vet, I don't know that like basically popping a splint would be a career-ending injury.
No.
I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Put him on stall rest for like 6 months. He'll be back. The other one though, oh my God, I forgot about the whole crash scene and breaking his leg when the horse falls on him and spooks. And
I hated that. Him just laying there with his leg just floop. Sorry.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. I'd completely forgotten about it. And that's one of those things where like, as soon as I saw they did the shot of his foot in the stirrup before the horse even got up, and I was already like, huh.
Yeah.
Because that's like, and like they showed it like a really nice flat drag where he was facing the same way the whole time. When somebody gets dragged, so your foot's caught in the stirrup, their body's flipping around, like their leg is broken long before they hit the wall. Like they're flipping under the horse, they're flipping around the stirrup. It's not good. It's not a pretty injury.
I'm betting they did that because if I saw Tobey Maguire just flip-flopping around, I would kind of find it funny. I think they just want it to be more aesthetically pleasing.
He's Spider-Man. We can't have him be that way.
Wait, was this before or after Spider-Man?
Yes.
That's a good question.
I think after. I feel like
I don't know the answer to that.
I think it was between 1 and 2.
Okay.
I believe
I forget
that.
more exists.
You said it with such certainty, it's now a fact.
Yep.
It's don't Google it.
You can't.
Nope.
You can't Google it. Hold on, I can do it.
I'm not Googling. No one can Google it.
No
It's a
one
fact.
in the comments correct us.
Well, we all know that's probably gonna happen.
Do it. Tweet at me, commenters.
Here's the problem: is I can't type Toby without going Tobias Macguias.
Tobias Macguias. That's his name.
All right, then I'm just going to start spitting random things as facts and see what hits Google's #1 search this week.
All right, I'll tell you later after we record.
Because you can't not type Tobias?
Yeah. Because I'm dumb.
I can see in her glasses just Tobias.
I'm closing that window.
Don't hate me.
My Tobias window. This is Jenna's Rachel moment. A joke for 3 people. A really weird Animorphs joke.
I'm not saying that I leave my office window open a crack just in case, but
Just in case.
Just in case.
So, am I the only one that liked the movie?
No,
I liked it. I was just being unhinged in the recap because that's who I am as a person. I almost cried. I'm gonna be honest. There were a couple moments, like, I went into it being like, oh, I'm gonna have a silly, goofy time, and I'm gonna kick back with some friends and describe this really silly, and then I was just like, oh, was wondering. They both have broken legs, and he's helping him heal.
Yeah.
No, I really liked it.
Me too. I wish I'd have watched it soon.
Yeah. It's like award-winning and stuff, right?
I don't... yeah.
Except for the PowerPoints. Those...
Except for the ones that Lord of the Rings beat it out for.
Yeah, I tend not to always take awards as meaning I'm going to enjoy a movie.
Fair.
My normal... the movies that I love the most have really high audience scores and really low critic scores at the same time. And those are my movies. So just because it wins awards, I'm like, Madam Web.
Aw, Tim.
I love that movie.
You went somewhere.
Yeah.
Saw your eyes just glaze over.
Because it has like a, I don't know, like a 4 or 5% critic score. Like it's trash according to them. And
That's what I'm
enjoyed it
hearing.
so much. Yeah. And I don't tell people it's a good movie. I just tell people that I loved it.
But there's a difference in, like, knowing what a good movie is and loving something.
Yeah, it's not one. It's not a good movie.
Well, this was a good movie.
This was a good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it start to I could watch this again, and I can't say that
Yeah.
about a lot of movies. I have a short attention span.
Yeah, and this was closing in on Lord of the Rings length movie.
Yeah.
See, most of the time I don't rewatch movies a ton because there's so many movies that I do want to see. So, like, taking up that space with rewatching a movie, that means it's really something.
I literally started replaying Free Willy today at work.
How many times have you seen that movie?
5,000.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
Probably.
I just play it in my head when my eyes are closed.
Okay, all right, good.
I think the movie I've seen the most ever in this world is probably Ghostbusters.
Mm.
I've watched that movie
Yeah.
a lot.
Probably Back to the Future. Just because, anytime
yeah.
it's on TV.
Yeah, you stop and watch it.
Yeah.
Probably Return of the King. Casey and I used to just every weekend, Lord of the Rings full extended edition marathon, Saturday,
Hell
Sunday.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Trimmers. If Trimmers is on TV, that's what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if there's something else going on, whatever.
All responsibilities cease to
Yeah.
exist.
If I had plans with you, I'm sorry. Trimmers is on.
Sorry, Tremor's on, man. I don't know what I've watched on. Probably Princess Bride.
Yeah, that's a good one, though.
Again, short attention span. I listen to podcasts and I watch TV shows because you get it all nice and resolved in 30 minutes or less. Out the door. But no, this one was good. And like every time I thought we had hit the climax and this is it. This is the worst that's going to happen. They're like, ha, bet. You thought? We go break someone else. I do kind of wish they had fleshed out what
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Oh, the other horse. Yes. I'm not finishing my sentence because that was correct. I wish they had fleshed out Pumpkin. I wanted to know Pumpkin's story.
Sweet baby
I'm
pumpkin.
so sorry. I want to know what you were actually going to say
Nope,
before I
that's
interrupt you
it.
with that stupid take.
Tell me about Pumpkin. I want to know what Pumpkin's hopes and dreams were. Is Pumpkin, like, is it a mare? Is it a racehorse?
I have to admit, well, he was a gelding, so it probably wouldn't matter. I don't know. We didn't know enough about Pumpkin's story. Not a racehorse. Definitely, like, a draft-type horse.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Pumpkin was a mare or a gelding.
What is a draft-type horse?
They, like a bigger horse, like mixed with draft horses, like the ones that pull carriages and stuff. So, like, your Clydesdales, like the ones that pull the beer trucks, like those guys.
Percherons.
Farm-type horse. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for clarifying the ones who pull the beer trucks. They do.
Yeah.
They do.
That's
God's
like
work.
usually the one that people are like, yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen them at the commercials all the time. I know them. Yeah.
Clydesdales are probably my favorite. They're the ones with like the furry hooves, right?
Yeah.
They just look so fluffy and just I'm imagining they're not cuddly, but I want them to be.
They would totally be cuddly. I mean, like, most bigger horses like that are kind of, like, cuddly and gentle and, like, really nice. It's the smaller you get, the more problematic they get.
That tracks.
Like the ponies.
Yeah, they're monsters. A Shetland is the worst thing you could ever have.
I mean, that's true in, like, dogs, so I believe it upscaled to horses, yeah.
Yeah.
They got something to prove. They're scrappy. They'll bite your kneecaps off.
In a heartbeat, yeah.
And in people.
You think smaller people are
Yeah.
more intense?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Red. He was about to punch
Yeah.
anything that moved.
Yeah.
But he was the tallest jockey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was not the tallest person that he was fighting in that one scene when the horse whisperer was looking at the horse fighting the people and then looking at Tobey Maguire fighting the people and then looked at the horse fighting people and then looked at Tobey Maguire fighting people.
I will say, like, that was my favorite fucking part of comedy in this entire movie. And also, it did get the point across real good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It was a little like nail in the head. He just goes, oh, hey, look at these two things.
Wait a minute.
What a good idea I have. Let's put them together. This definitely won't result in everyone being injured.
It's almost like they're the same thing. Huh.
I'd almost forgotten about that. That was very good.
That was great.
I was surprised, and maybe this is what you're talking about, it being sensationalized, the amount of reporters that were just hand over fist trying to just look at this horse. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no way. They got things to do. They got bills to pay. They can't just be sitting here staring at a horse.
No, dude, really, like, that kind of stuff actually did happen. Entertainment like that was, like, the biggest news because they were trying to get people out of their big old funk. Mm. So that sensationalism became a huge industry.
Do you want to know what my immediate thought was, though, when we were saying that? Like, Jenna is absolutely correct, but when you were saying that, Art, I was like, yeah, it was no ruffian. Like, obviously there weren't that many, which is such a weird fucking wild take to have. Like, and so niche. And it makes no sense to, like, fucking anyone.
What's a ruffian?
So Ruffian was a racehorse that right around the same sort of time. And she was a mare, filly. So everyone was like, had this big thing about boys versus girls. And she never lost a race. But she also didn't run with the boys. And there was, part of that was like her filling out and they were trying to preserve her a little bit. So finally they scheduled this head-to-head race and it was boys versus girls. And it was this huge thing, like same sort of thing. People climbing the fences, people climbing the trees, everybody betting like bunches of money on this. And she actually broke down on the track during that race. And like, so it became a really horrific story, but like it was another thing where like reporters were like cramming the fence boards to try and take pictures of this horse because Ruffian was so good and she never lost. And then allegedly after that race she broke down on the track. They're carting her off the track to go into surgery. Horses, when they go down running, if you put them under sedation, they wake up and they think they're still in the race, so they just start running. So she broke all of her other legs. It was a big problem. But apparently the guy was like, I guess my horse won, blah, blah, blah. Well, the guy's horse is getting carted off the track in a horse ambulance to the horse hospital.
I don't know why I thought it was funny. I wasn't ready for it.
Because she said horse ambulance.
Okay, is this a horse-sized ambulance? Is it like a Trojan horse? Is it shaped like a horse? I have questions about
like
the horse.
It's like a big trailer, but it's one where you can like winch them into it. So it's like wider. So if they're down, you can like get them rolled over onto like a tarp and then like winch them up into the trailer flat. So it's just like a big trailer.
Okay.
Nope. It's Trojan horse now.
It's a Trojan horse. It's a
horse-shaped trailer.
And they put the horse in the horse and they sneak the horse.
Is it attached to other horses? Do the horses...
It's attached to a car usually, but I guess you could pull it with other horses. I don't see why not. You could probably rig that up.
Just the horses running like...
EMT horses. I just want to help.
I like the idea of the Trojan horse rolling in. And then like... Before anybody realizes it...
Why isn't it human-shaped?
No, like, before anybody realizes it, like... 200 EMTs just hop right out. Nobody expected them to come out from inside of it.
They're like, no, why did we
accept this gift?
It was just such a big man.
It's a Trojan man, and 100 horses pour out. Bye, Tim.
It's so much funnier when 100 horses come out.
It sounds horrific.
I don't think this would be, like, graceful. I don't think this would be, like, something you want to see. It'd be like a car crash where you can't look away. Anyway, horses.
If anybody wheels up a large wooden man to my house and offers it as a gift, I'm not taking it.
I am. That's 200 free horses.
It's 200 free horses!
And one free man.
And one free big old man. I'm gonna make that my new room for activities. It's my man cave.
I have to go to my man to record a podcast.
Where's the entrance to your man cave? Where's
I'm
the
gonna
entrance, Jenna?
Well, you know where it is. But I am gonna make like a stairway all the way to the top, and I'm gonna make the very top of it my writing room, so I can be like, he's written by a woman. Yes, Alex.
Thank you for calling on me. Will you be Ace Venturing out of it every night?
Oh, every single night I'll be replacing that membrane so that I can do it again every time.
Priorities. You can take time out of your busy schedule.
Do you have any friends that whittle? I'm gonna get someone to whittle a tiny Trojan man.
Why? I can't fit in a tiny one.
Yeah.
No,
It's not
it'll
the
be
point.
just like a... It's a tribute
then
to large Trojan
Oh,
man.
Make it
this
like
is not the
real,
Trojan Man,
you'd
it's a
have to
tribute.
whittle 200 tiny horses and shove them into your tiny Trojan man. It's just an action figure. It's
Can
just
you?
Yeah.
When you
Can
shake
the
it, it'll
horses
sound
be
like
sprinkles.
chinchilla droppings.
Oh, they could be sprinkles. Hey, are we just making a Trojan Man Polly Pocket?
Yeah,
yes.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I think it's fun for the children to play with.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I want the kids playing with something called Trojan Man.
A Trojan Man Polly Pocket filled with
Yeah.
horse
Okay.
sprinkles.
Yeah.
But when you say the whole name, I guess it works.
Yeah.
But
You can't just say Trojan man.
no.
Tim, if you don't play with history, you're doomed to repeat it.
If you don't
Is
play
that- is that how it goes?
TMPP.
I want to get the new TMPP.
If anybody ever wondered how immature Alex is, I'm going to keep that sound clip.
Did anyone wonder though, or like I feel like they knew?
They really just want to get exact scale of where you're at. That was it.
It's a good scale. It's, when you go to the hospital, that's like probably towards one of the ends.
It's near the
Okay, Alex. It's time for horse news, Alex.
Oh shit. Okay. Whew. Sorry, I wasn't ready to get serious this fast, but here we are.
We have a guest.
I
I'm
know.
just reminding you, we have a
Listen,
guest, so
I
act
know.
right with your
Do you know
horse
how
news.
many articles I had to go through to get to this one?
There's a lot. There's a lot this week.
It's a lot. It's a lot. There's been a lot happening.
She usually tells us something terrible. So
Yeah, and I already told you the ruffian story, which is really sad. So
Yeah.
I gotta. No, this is not a terrible story. This is a story about a feud between a horse farm and a town in Lebanon, Ohio. That's a weird way to say that. That came out weird, and I'm just going to keep going. So they put a giant horse statue to mark their driveway outside of their farm, and Ohio is livid, my friends. They do not like this horse there. They think it is a horse running into the road. There's being too many close calls. The drivers are constantly swerving and braking, and everyone is fucking livid. And the farm's argument is, but it brings us joy and we want to dress it up for holidays. And those are the two factions arguing against each other.
oh, I'm firmly in the dress it up for holidays camp.
I'm pro farm camp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no part of me that was not pro-farm,
Yeah.
but some
Yeah.
drivers think it's, and like the other argument they made was, well, one of the ways straight for like a mile, so you should see the horse coming, and the other one's like, it's a gentle curve, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. I feel like people who drive like assholes are the ones that are mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Ohio. It's flat. You can see across all of Ohio. You will see this horse. Unless it is blocked by corn, you're going to see this horse. So I think they just weren't paying attention, driving too fast, and just saw a flash out of their periphery and went, oh my god, Santa Claus horse is coming to kill me. So
You know what, though? In all fairness, if I'm anywhere and there's corn and I see anything that looks like it's coming out of the corn, I'm terrified.
Yeah, 100% of the time.
Horses of the Corn, that's just an apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had a hard time with children.
And now it's horses and horse
Yeah,
children.
what are we going to do if it's horses? We have no chance.
We can't
Well,
distract
I don't
them
know
with the
the
TMPP.
Oh, yeah, throw them some TMPPs. They'll be out of there.
Yeah.
Wonder if the horses would accept our gift of a Trojan man.
I'm so excited for the horse girl merch of TMPPs.
Those with real sprinkles.
Start whittling right now.
People of Ohio are so bored.
Yeah. At least
There's
they're
two.
entertained by this horse.
2 things I hate. It's Michigan and that horse statue.
You're not wrong. I grew up like hating Michigan. I'm like, why? Why do? Still to this day, I'm like, Michigan. All your listeners in Ohio are going to come for me. I'm one of you.
All our listener in Ohio.
They'll come out of the woodwork now. We'll find out.
All right, Jenna.
All right.
I hope you're ready, Art. It's time for the horse quiz.
Are you ready?
Yes.
We never are.
Ready as
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna be.
It's gonna
That's
be
all you
okay.
can do.
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna do great. I have faith in you. All right. So normally there's like a through line. In this one, I kind of just gave up halfway and said, fuck it. So there's no through line. Have fun. Piece of media number 1 is a 2002 American superhero film based on a comics character created by Stan Lee.
Spider-Man?
Oh, Alex got that. Dang.
I thought it was too obvious. I was scared.
Yeah,
to guess
I was waiting for it to keep going.
You wouldn't. It would have thrown you off on my through line, and then I abandoned my through line. All right. Are you ready
Yes.
Yes.
for number 2?
Yes.
Number 2. Piece of media number 2 is a 2018 American adult puppet buddy cop crime comedy film. Directed by Brian Henson and written by Todd Berger.
Oh, shit, is this the one where the puppet jizzes all over the place? I can't remember the name of it, but it has puppet jizz in it, so...
Buddy cop.
I mean, I thought it was probably funny. Yeah.
Rag will rock.
It's not that.
I only
It's
know.
not that.
I'm just like Avenue Q.
Avenue Q's a good guess, though.
That's a good guess.
That's
I
a
mean,
good one.
it's way too late. 2018 is like way too late. But Avenue Q, Electric Boogaloo, Bully Cops. Avenue 2, Electric Boogaloo. There, I got there.
I remember the trailers,
Downton Abbey.
but with puppets.
But with
Downton
puppets.
Abbey, but with puppets. Okay. All right, okay. No.
Damn it.
Shit, I don't remember it. I don't remember the name of this movie.
Oh, no.
Oscar the Grouch.
Good. Good guess.
It's...
That man grew up to be a cop.
All right, you guys do know which movie we're talking about.
I have no fucking idea
No.
what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, at least one person knows which movie I'm talking about.
Yes.
Set in a world where humans and living puppets coexist, the film follows a puppet private investigator and a human police detective who must solve a murder spree of retired sitcom stars.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Wait, sparkly thing. Shit. It has a horse and Benson and a lot of weird butt
Keep
stuff
going.
happens.
Keep saying
Oh.
words.
Wait, like
Am I
Robert
wrong?
Guillaume Benson?
Yes. It's
Robert Guillaume is in that movie?
What?
wait. Is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. Damn it! Now I just look weird. No, there was a show with an imaginary horse, and he pairs up with the actor who is Benson, and a lot of weird stuff happens. Stop looking at me, please.
No, I just don't know what this show is.
Yes.
Don't watch
yes. Mhm.
Don't
No,
watch it.
I mean, you're gonna see Benson's butt like immediately.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is even happening
it's
here?
Your
nice.
ass.
Who's Benson?
Yeah.
From
Benson.
SVU, Law and Order
Yeah.
SVU, the main dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, Benson.
That's
I
probably
thought you meant Benson from the old TV show Benson.
no.
That's why I was like, what is happening right now?
No, the dude from Law and Order SVU. That's probably why I'm associating it with the cop, because
No.
he played a cop
Benson
for
was
a decade.
Benson was
Yeah.
the lady from SVU, right?
Oh, was she?
Yes.
Man, I suck.
Oh, his name was
what was his name?
He's the guy that looks like
He looks
Casey
like a
Jones.
cop.
He was also in True Blood and a couple other things.
Well, now I've embarrassed myself, and I'm thinking about that guy's butt.
You have not embarrassed yourself.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was like a unicorn.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good, it wasn't a fever dream!
No. I know what you're talking about. It's like Sparky or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, I do remember that show.
Stabler! It was Stabler.
Yes.
Dude was
Stabler.
Stabler, chick was Benson. Olivia Benson,
Yeah,
yep. Okay, well, anyway, you see
confused.
Stabler's entire butt. It's not a puppet, though. It is CGI. Anyway.
Not the butt, the
No,
little
the
horse guy.
butt.
Oh, I fully believe
yeah.
the butt was CGI'd.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
the
thought
butt
too.
was
No, it's
fully
real.
It was everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know, because now I'm thinking back and I might be blind because I think I did just, like, zone out that whole time.
Oh, yeah? One of your
Yeah.
eyes not working?
Yeah.
You only saw one cheek.
I only saw one cheek the whole time.
Yeah, I thought I'd made the connection because it's a horse unicorn thing, but nope. Puppets. Buddy cop puppets.
Yeah, I don't know it. I'm gonna have to Google it because I
Yep.
really don't remember the name.
Okay. All right. So you guys pull up Google and let me know when you're ready.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm in Google.
I'm ready.
I'm so here, okay.
And go.
Happy
The
Time
Happy Time
Murders?
Yes. Oh my God. Alex is getting here fast.
Would you like to know my search terms?
Yeah, I do, actually. Very much.
Buddy cop puppet cum.
Yeah. Yeah. That got you
Did I
there.
get you there? Yeah.
You did.
And yeah. Yeah, there's a whole fucking scene. It's just cum everywhere. Well, by cum, I mean yarn.
Is it white yarn?
Fluffy, off-white yarn.
I liked it better when
Yeah.
it wasn't off-white.
Okay.
Like 3
I
seconds
didn't,
prior.
I mean, what baffles me is that, like, this is a Henson co-production,
Yeah.
and it first became a thing in 2008. Like, that's when they started making this movie. I'm like,
So it was a 10-year run?
it was, well, they had already written it, they started making it, and just stopped. They shelved it for a long time, and then they brought it back out and started making it again.
Can you tell me what the name of that show was with the unicorn, the imaginary unicorn?
Happy.
It's Happy.
Oh, it was called Happy.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Okay.
It had a weird series ending.
I never watched it. I never saw
That
it.
whole show was weird.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it was fucking weird.
I liked it, and then it jumped the shark really fast.
Okay.
But I did like it.
That is a buck wild take for a show about
So was
a
his
guy with an
butt.
imaginary unicorn. Like, how do you jump the shark any harder than you started?
Yeah, they did kind of start here, so I guess they could really only go up.
It was like one of those jumps where like you're kind of touching both sides.
Yeah.
Not a real impressive one.
Yeah, I was like, we yeah. Anyway,
Would that be
what's
jumping the mermaid's purse? Does shark eggs called a mermaid purse?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought that was like a... Well, I'm not even going to tell you what I thought.
Tell me what you thought it
Ooh,
was.
Boy, a fish pocket.
Yeah, mermaid ball sack is what I would... I don't even understand how that
Okay.
works. Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but if it was an egg and they filled it with baby shark.
Have you ever found a mermaid's purse?
yeah.
Not in the wild.
I hope you returned it.
I stole
didn't.
that shit.
Actually, I took it home.
Art, I'm just imagining you running down the street with a baby shark like, ah!
This is mine.
I just assumed that there was a mermaid named Artificer at some point. Just overtook the identity.
No, I was talking about mermaids because they're just these like they're just like this big and they're black and they're kind of pointy on two sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like evil
A batarang?
raviolis.
Yeah,
I got a batarang.
It's a batarang. That's how sharks procreate. They slingshot a batarang out their hoo-ha and hope for the best.
I thought we were still talking about actual mermaids' purses. I was like, so they just have tiny little clutches? Because they don't have pockets, I guess. They have to hang on to it the whole time.
That's why it's called a mermaid purse.
Hey, Tim, do you
That
think we
makes
put purses in our pockets? Like, we do have to hold on to them the whole time.
If you're gonna analyze the goof, then... Yeah, I don't understand why you do that, though. Just get man pants with
I
cargo.
do. I do.
Yeah, I was
I
about
do.
to say.
I exclusively wear man pants.
Good.
The idea of pockets for show and not for function just baffle me.
Jenna, weren't you on the call the other day where our dear friend Austin looked at all of us and said, I've never seen any of you with a purse, as if this was a realization that like one
Hey,
would
Alex,
have.
this may really, really boggle your mind. I wasn't there.
Okay, but you could have been.
But I super wasn't.
Well, to be fair, I started with the question of it. I said, were you on the phone call? So I did better than Tim, and that's all I need you to acknowledge, is that I did better than Tim in this scenario.
Did you?
It just means
Yeah.
they're always thinking about you. They want you to be there.
In my mind, Jenna is always with me.
Do you know how often Jenna says
Jenna
I
be with
wasn't
you.
there? And my immediate response is, nuh-uh. Yeah, you were.
It's all the time. Just
Yes.
in case you're wondering, it is all the time.
What a strange phenomenon.
Okay, are you guys ready for piece of media number 3, which will either be the
don't know.
winner or we'll keep going until somebody wins?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I don't
It's
know.
this playoff format that we're in now.
I'm so scared.
Well, I have between 3 and 5. If Alex gets another one, she's won, so we don't have to do 5.
Okay,
But-
I see your point.
Yeah. All right. Number 3 is a 2008 American biographical comedy drama film based on the life of an American president.
Truman. Washington. Jefferson.
W?
Hamilton.
It is W. Tim.
Right. I don't remember Josh Brolin and Seabiscuit, but...
So when you guys were talking about confusing people for other people, Josh Brolin is my person who I confuse Jeff Bridges for. All the time.
So does that mean nobody from Seabiscuit was in W, or...
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
was.
okay.
Are you ready for number 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know, have you figured out the connecting thread
No.
between those first 3? Okay, cool. So we're just going to keep moving right along. Number 4 is a 2013 American historical romantic drama film based on a 1925 novel of the same name.
Twilight.
No. No.
Uh,
Alex, get out.
All the Pretty Horses.
Frankenstein.
It's not All the Pretty Horses again.
Frankenstein's a good guess.
That was a very good guess.
Yeah.
Dracula. Now I'm stuck on monsters.
You're in the wrong century.
Shoot.
Just like Edward Cullen.
Jane Austen.
Get out.
Wait, was Jan...
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Did you just throw in an author?
I guess
Did you
I
just-
did.
Anything written
I
by
think-
Jane Austen.
I think I wanted to say Jane Eyre, but here I am.
All right. Okay, all right.
You're really
Okay,
casting
so-
your Trojan man with that one. You sent in your Jane Austen and all the novels fell out.
All of the Brontes.
Favorite dinosaur.
It was based on a 1925 book, you said?
Yes.
Batman vs. Superman.
Yes.
Why are you like this?
War of the Worlds.
What
That's
in
good.
the... Okay.
World War Z.
Okay, wait, maybe another clue would help us? Maybe
Okay.
we need to narrow it down a little?
Yeah, absolutely. The film was co-written and directed by Baz Luhrmann and stars an ensemble cast.
Moulin Rouge.
Romeo and Juliet.
No.
That was Baz
Those are
Luhrmann movie,
those
right?
are Baz Luhrmann movies. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are both Baz Luhrmann.
I think those are the only two Baz
That's
Luhrmann
the only two
movies.
I
Those
know.
are not okay.
I don't know. I don't know any movies.
Didn't Baz Luhrmann did Elvis?
He did do Elvis. Yeah, that was more like 2023-ish.
Yeah.
Was it, the one with Viggo Mortensen? The Green Book?
The
I don't know.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
The other one. American Psycho? No, that's not the one. What was it? American
Eastern
Horror?
Promises.
American Horror.
Eastern Promises was a Viggo
Wait, did you
Mortensen
say it
movie.
was
Are
a
you-
romance?
are you talking
Viggo
about a
Mortensen's
history
in
of
it,
violence
so-
right now?
Maybe.
I don't.
Eastern Promises was
The Green
Is
Book
it-
is also a movie.
Yeah, that Viggo Mortensen was in.
The Green Mile.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Not the Green One. Ooh. The Diaries of a Wallflower Kid or something.
The Notebook.
Jenna has gone somewhere else. I'm sorry.
I'm gone.
I feel like you're just trying to say Baslerman, and you're just getting really caught up.
Basilman.
Baslerman.
Embezzlement.
Maybe another clue?
All right. This film follows the life and times of a millionaire and his neighbor who recounts his interactions with the
Great
millionaire.
Gatsby.
Hey.
Nice.
There we go.
Get it.
I didn't know that was a Baz Luhrmann movie.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah, that makes sense. That thinking back on it, yeah.
You guys ready for number 5?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Probably not, but let's do it.
Okay. Number 5 is a 2010 American Western film directed, written, produced, and edited by two brothers.
True Git. Grit.
Did you just... Was it 2010, really?
Who said that? Hold on.
Me.
Nice.
Did I get it?
That was so fast. You made me throw my phone. That was so
Okay,
fast.
first of all, I said True Git, but you know what I
Oh,
meant?
you know what? I heard
So-
you. I heard you. No, you go. You heard. I heard it.
I got really sad. I was like, True Git.
True get out of
True
town.
Git.
Was that really 2010?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like that was made like 2 years ago?
'Cause you're old.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Was
'Cause
that...
you's a old ass bitch.
That was the, brothers. Shoot.
Cohen?
The Cohen, yeah. So Jeff Bridges was in that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Is the through line the people who are in it? Is that it? Is that the through line?
That is the
through line is usually the people who are in it. True Grit has Jeff Bridges and Josh Brolin.
Oh.
So did you just add Josh Brolin? Or was Josh Brolin in Seabiscuit and I just don't remember?
No, Josh Brolin wasn't in there.
You just added him.
For W, Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, Elizabeth Banks was in Spider-Man too, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my
She was
goodness,
Betty.
look at you. I should have known you
And?
picked Elizabeth Banks as the...
Of course I would pick Elizabeth Banks. Of course I would.
What if one day we pick the horse as a through line? Because, like, I learned a really cool fact about an acting horse.
What's your really cool fact?
The horse that was in A Man from Snowy River, I believe. It was either that or The Horse Whisperer, was also the one that was in Runaway Bride. And What's-Her-Face in Runaway Bride loved that horse so much, she offered to buy it, and they said no. And also, he was the only horse in Hollywood at the time that was trained to do that thing where he ran and, like, pinned his ears and bared his teeth and, like, pinned the actor against the wall and then could turn it off on command. He was the only horse they trusted to do that in Hollywood.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
That's terrifying.
it's a cool horse. It is terrifying. I'd be a little nervous. Like, as much as they'd be like, it'll be fine, I'll be like, there's a point where I just don't trust you.
Yeah. Like, that horse is telling me all the no signals.
Yeah, I'm getting the bad signals from that horse.
He's just a really good actor.
Yeah.
He is a really good actor.
He's a method actor.
I hope not.
He's a horse all of the time.
Well, that's my new phrase I'm going to say every episode.
You know what else you say every episode?
No.
You tell us the names of the metal horses in our barn.
Oh, and you want to know that right now?
I do.
I do.
I mean, I guess I could tell you the names of the metal horses in our barn. Oh, wait, that's right. I wrote a new list. Let me tell you about our 3 horses. Moose Jaw McGraw, Big Thick Martingale, and Beta Ray Philly. Those are our horses. They live in our barn. But they're not alone, because there's Hot Lava Spaghettios from Nate, and Iron Meriden from Stevie Lake's boyfriend, Philip D. Keating. You know him. You love him. He's dating Stevie Lake. I didn't tell you. Saddle Club did or whatever. Dale Donis III from Anonymous Steve, who I've never doxed in my whole life. Dimebag from Matt Ellman, who got a metal name today for some reason. Marital Combat from Metastrophe, who always gets a metal name. Glue Factory from Bean. Pony Hawk from Olivia. That's right, new one. And Ronnie from Scott. Those are metal horses.
So intense.
Yeah.
I love those horses.
Good.
That's not the most intense that she gets.
No.
It's not.
No. You're about to find out when she does the outro. There's a piece to that outro that I feared for my life several times.
Except for the one time.
I'm just one letter away. One letter away from
We all are.
it all getting ended. Thanks for coming today and talking with us about Seabiscuit, which was a fantastic movie. Where can people find you?
I am Artificer. You can find me at @_Artificer on Instagram as well as Twitch. I'm a Twitch affiliate, and as of this recording, I should be in the middle of a FNAF run. So come check me out, and feel free to use the scare alerts. Also check out Goblins and Growlers. We are a collective doing inclusive community building through tabletop gaming. You can find us on all the socials, and we have 2 podcasts, Quid Pro Roll, an actual play D&D podcast, and the Goblins and Growlers podcast, doing game reviews and keeping you up to date on tabletop news. Check us out wherever you find your podcasts.
I just watched that movie, so I'm super excited to watch somebody play that game now.
It's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
And this brings our podcast to an end, similarly to the way that one horse almost ended Tobias Macguias. Thank you for listening to Horse Girls. If you want to know when new episodes are posted or share your observations of this positively academic podcast, follow us on Facebook at Horse Girls Podcast, Twitter and Instagram at Horse Girls Cast. And if you want to buy some radical shirts and things, visit duckduckjenna.com, America's most beloved search engine, to search for one thing, and that's Horse Girls merch. Go to singlethoughtconnection.com, THOT, and you can take our relationship to the next level. Because, we have, stuff there, content and whatnot, but most importantly, horses in the barn. And if you want to find us on other podcasts, you can. If you like TTRPGs, check out Dungeons and Drakenbeams, Late Starters, and Dragon Knight Adventure Friends. NIGHT, not with a K, Dragon Knight, Darkness, like the night, not like I'm a knight. If you like Animorphs, check out Animorphs Anonymous. Surprise! We also do Surprise Stack Book Club. If you, like me, wait, nope, fuck that. If you were be twitched by Jenna, fuck that, Tim. Fuck your shit. Let's talk about Jenna for once. I'm sick of the man always going first. If you want to talk about Jenna and look at Jenna and you were be twitched by Jenna, go to twitch.tv/JennaChill with one singular L. And I swear to fucking God, if you put the second L in that name, I will find a horse. I will train him to attack you, but I won't turn an off command on there. I'll just let him keep going until you're putting one singular L in the search. And if you put the second L and you go Google that, that's fine. Do that on your own fucking time. But don't do it when you're going to twitch.tv/JennaChill with one singular L. Tim, I feel like we can talk about you now. You've been brought down enough as a man. You've been on a lot of podcasts, such as The Way We Haunt Now. Way We Haunt Now. And if you think our episode art is hella cute, that's because it is, and it was created by KCD, who writes and illustrates a webcomic called Beside You, which you can read for free at besideyoucomic.com. May the nuts ever stick to your roof.